Assalamualaikum
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Previously, my name is Muhammad Febrian Albar with number 20200520029.
Okay, and me, Shodiq Nurdiarisa Hidayat, with student of number 200202005200072.
On this occasion, I was with my groupmate Isa will be interview one of the students who joined the organization on this UMA campus.
Okay, maybe before we interview one of the students, maybe I will explain a little about the organization that exists on this OME campus. There are so many organizations on the OME campus, but the organization within the campus are student body executive on university, and then faculty, and then DPM, IMM, HMS, KMTA, HMM, and KMTI.
Yes, correctly. There are many organizations under the auspices of the campus, but on this occasion, we will interview one of the students who participant in one of the most important organizations on the UMA campus, namely the Universitas BEM organization.
Okay, maybe to understand more about the UNIFBEM organization, let's just introduce one of research person who certainly understand very well what the movements are in the UNIFBEM organization, and of course the reasons for joining the UNIFBEM organization. One of the students, the namely Edwan Nizar Wirayuda. Hello, Edwan.
Hello.
Hello, Edwan. How are you today?
Of course, my condition today is very good.
Okay, previously I want to ask to Edwan. For Edwan, what division are you in the BEM University in?
Well, the student executive body at the university level itself use the word ministry to replace the department at the faculty. I myself am in the Ministry of Social Affairs or Department Social. There are many ministries in the university's level, student executive body, such as the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Strategic Studies and Advocacy, and Ministry of Religion, and many other ministries.
Our discussion is very interesting. I want to know what are the duties for the social community division at the University BEM. Edwan?
The social work program itself include rice sharing, food sharing, social community association, which brings together every department of social society in the university area, disaster response, environmental education, and finally, bottles and paper that are still fit for use.
Okay, saying the tasks carried out of student executive body of university, especially the community social division, what are the contributions that will be made by UNIF, especially the social division of this community, Edwan?
For social, today's social society is moving towards social issue, working in the philanthropic sector to help the community of Muhammadiyah University of Yogyakarta, as well as the people of Yogyakarta who are in need and increase the primordial spirit of individuals to be moved to help each other. Work programs in the Ministry of Social Affairs or Department Social are focused on a philanthropic movement such as sharing rice and sharing basic necessities. We also do not forget to continue to monitor the issue of plastic waste, which is very appropriate to be guarded. By controlling this plastic waste problem, our way to deal with it is by taking used plastic bottles, cardboard, as well as bottle and paper that are not longer used to be sold to collector. After getting funds from collector, we will use the funds for philanthropic movements. In addition, we are always required to be ready to respond to disaster. We are fellow human beings, so we are obliged to help each other. If our relatives in other area are affected by disaster, we go to the streets to open donation in the form of funds, appropriate pants to wear, or in the form of basic necessities.
Yes, for now, can I beside the contribution made by BEM-UNIF in the social division of society has gone according to plan?
I think it's going according to plan.
Okay, next I want to know what is the biggest obstacle in the social division of the community itself?
Perhaps the biggest obstacle for the social community itself is regarding the funding that never disbursed. However, even if the required is not what we expected.
From the constraints that have been described at this time to avoid this obstacle, social community friend might have a way, then what and how to avoid this obstacle what?
Well, for us, the way to solve this problem is to think of other alternative ways to cover our lack of funds. We, the Open Nation Online, to relate to the philanthropic movement, sell clothes that are still fit for use, which is from the university community or outside the university. And we can also sell plastic waste bottles, glass bottles, scrapboard, and so on to the collector. We will use the fund obtained from there to complete our work program.
Okay, Mr. Zwar. Well, back to the Edwan. Do you have a message for friends or for even motivation for colleagues who are currently still confused about following or choosing the organization they will join? Do you have a message?
The student executive body is an intra-campus student organization which is an executive institution at the higher education level head by a student president. I think I suggest you join the student executive body. Why? Because I think you will definitely get experience in bureaucratic organization, a very wide network, and sometimes joining the student executive body organization is an added point if you want to get into work. Keep the spirit of what you will choose. The point is don't regret what we choose.
Well, thanks to Edwan for taking the time for us to do the interview, and of course it helps a little to explain the duties of the UNIF BEM, of course the social division of the community.
You're welcome.
Okay, from the interview that we conduct today, it turns out that the tasks carried out the student executive body of UNIF, friends from the social division, are very good and certainly very inspiring for us as listeners. We also hope that the interviews and explanation from our research persons can increase knowledge and become a motivation.
Yes, for friends who are currently still confused about joint organization on the MA campus, maybe the university BEM organization, especially the community social division, can be a solution for all of you.
That's right, Febrian. Maybe that's the only interview that our group can do with Edwan, one of the members of the student executive body of university organization, the community social division. I will end this interview more or less. We apologize so much and see you later.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.